How can a father fall in love with his own stepdaughter? What happens when a parent's love crosses a line that should never be crossed? And how do you deal with emotions that threaten to tear apart a family? Hi, my name is Love, and welcome to Lore Love Pages. Let's dive right into today's story. It all started when Jason, a middle-aged man, met and fell in love with a woman named Lisa. She was everything he had been searching for: kind, caring, and beautiful. Jason had been through a lot in his life, and finally he had found someone who understood him. Lisa, too, had a daughter, Emily, from her previous marriage. Emily was just a teenager when Jason first entered their lives. At first, Jason's role in Emily's life was purely that of a father figure. He was the new man in her mother's life, and they tried their best to get along. They had their awkward moments, but overall things were peaceful. Over time, Jason became more involved with Emily, helping her with schoolwork, teaching her how to drive, and offering the advice she needed as she grew into a young woman. But somewhere along the way, something began to change. Jason found himself looking at Emily differently. It wasn't just fatherly love anymore. He caught himself thinking about her in ways that made him uncomfortable. He would notice the way she smiled, the way her laugh echoed through their home, and how she had grown into a stunning young woman. What started as fatherly care slowly transformed into something deeper, something Jason had never planned on. One evening, after a family dinner, the house was quiet. Jason and Emily were alone, sitting in the living room. They were talking about her future and the choices she would soon have to make. Suddenly, Emily looked up at him, and for the first time, Jason realized that the way she was looking at him was different too. There was a spark in her eyes, a recognition of something unspoken between them. That was when Jason's heart sank. He knew the feelings he had been trying to ignore were real. For days, Jason was consumed by guilt. He loved Lisa deeply and was proud of the family they had built. But every time he looked at Emily, a storm of emotions washed over him. The line between being a father and a man became blurred. He tried to push his feelings away, but the more he tried to forget, the stronger they grew. He was caught in a whirlwind of desire and shame, unsure of how to handle the situation. Eventually, Jason could no longer keep his feelings buried. He knew it was wrong, but he couldn't fight it anymore. In a moment of weakness, he confessed his feelings to Emily. He told her that what he felt for her went beyond the love of a father. Emily was stunned, her mind racing with confusion. She never imagined her stepfather could feel this way about her. The world around her seemed to crumble as she processed what Jason had just revealed. Emily was left heartbroken, torn between the man who had raised her and the reality of his confession. She felt betrayed, not just by Jason, but by the life they had built together. She loved him like a father, but what he had said made everything complicated. Her thoughts spiraled, and she struggled to come to terms with what had just happened. The revelation shattered the family. Lisa, devastated by the truth, confronted Jason. Their marriage, once strong, now stood on the brink of destruction. Jason, consumed with guilt, tried to explain, but nothing could undo the damage. The family they once knew was gone. Emily distanced herself from both of them, unsure of who to trust anymore. So, what can we learn from this heartbreaking story? When does love become too much? Can a parent ever cross the line between being a protector and a lover? And how do you rebuild a family after a betrayal of this magnitude? This story is a powerful reminder of how complex love can be, especially within a family. It can be beautiful, but when it goes awry, it can leave scars that last a lifetime. What do you think about this story? Can a family survive after something like this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Lore Love Pages for more deep and emotional stories about love, trust, and the complexity of human relationships.